For the past 8 years we've watched a colourful cast of characters compete for the title of sole survivor. From epic blindsides and betrayals to putting their bodies and brains on the line, the Australian iteration of Survivor is no walk in the park. But now, with more than 100 former players in its back catalogue, and the 10th season now here, one question about the future of the game is dominating the rest. Will there be an international all-stars version of the game? As recently as October 2022, longtime Survivor US host Jeff Probst said that whilst an international Survivor Showdown season would be epic, the game wasn't ready for an international battle royal, unlike rival reality show The Challenge. We have definitely considered some kind of international Survivor Showdown, but we've never figured out a way to do it that we thought would be fun for our audience and still loyal to the format, Jeff told EU. Survivor is so much about the nuance of relationships, and with the language barriers that come with an international format, we're not yet convinced we know how to do it. On a more positive note, Jeff didn't deny that an English-speaking crossover between the US, Australian and South African iterations of the show could happen. And despite an international all-stars season not on the cards for now, this still doesn't mean individual players can't be cast in other iterations of Survivor, which we have seen with US franchise stars Russell Hantz and Sandra Diaz-Twine. Question is, who will be the first Aussie player to head overseas in this cross-Survivor exchange program? In January 2023, Jonathan LaPaglia revealed to TV Week that he had no knowledge of a potential crossover season. I've seen lots of fans online very keen for this to happen. To my knowledge we have no plans yet. As for the US, you'll have to ask Jeff. But, on a positive note, Jonathan does have high hopes that Australian Survivor will adopt some things from its Yankee counterpart. I would like to see some of the elements from the most recent US seasons introduced. Tighter game and edit and devices like Beware Advantage. I also like the idea that every advantage offered comes at a price. It adds another interesting layer to an already complicated game. I think it's important to keep evolving the show within its framework. It needs to be modern and fresh to keep the audience engaged.